ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Live for the Lounge 41. Far I thought it. Very nearly into 2021. It's going on a bit. Anyway, here we are, our Christmas show, unless we do next Christmas on proper Christmas Day. I've got my doubts about that, but we might look in. We'll definitely flag it up if we are. But here we are. This is our Christmas show. Contrary to popular belief, Santa Claus doesn't come from the North Pole. He comes from Aberdeenshire. He doesn't wear a He wears a green and orange hat.
And he's called Sunty.
He's called Santa Claus. And he should speak with a Doric accent, but I think you'll find that Hollywood and Coca-Cola have ruined it for the real Santa for Aberdeenshire, so it's quite disappointing. But anyway, never mind. So anyway, I'm going to take this hat off in a wee while because it is a bit hot. So here's Shona. Hello. If you hadn't noticed already.
You can hear me.
Yeah, there'll be... It's like being in the house with Noddy. What you're showing you?
Again, I'm sorry, I'm going to hit to come off. Look at my slippers. If you hear any percussion, it's for me.
Twinkle toes out the corner.
Twinkle toes.
So anyway, much the usual sort of thing. Say hello. Just pitch in with a bit of crack if you've got anything interesting to say, or say hello. We'll try and say hello back. Generally manage to get around Abdi, but sometimes with dinner, unfortunately. Sorry. But we try our best.
That's because I'm here to multitask.
You're a wifey, you're supposed to manage.
I can multitask, I'm fine at multitasking.
So anyway, looking at this thinking, Mickey, what a look to us.
It looks good. Looks good on you.
So, first things first.
What's in the box? 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 What's in the box?
What's in the box? I think we should do this as a Christmas single next year.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Because that's what Mark's only Christmas single is Sleigh Bells.
A little bit of sleigh
I don't
bells.
care if anybody's ever had sleigh bells on sleighs in Aberdeenshire, but anyway, there you go.
What's in the box tonight?
What's in the box, as usual.
I'll get a bit more rattle than that.
It's not really going to help.
No.
What fits in there?
Huh? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Bang your guesses in and I will pick them up soon.
And then here we've got this beer. Harry Lash has been pitching in Dutch suggestions for the beer, but it's Scottish. It's
Definitely Scottish.
It's for beer was invented.
And my mum and dad are not allowed to guess the night.
Oh, right, well, yeah, well, they will can, because since they bought it. It was sitting, I was out this afternoon. It's very rarely I've been out playing anywhere, but I was up in Braemar doing a wee bit of filming for their kind of Christmas concert event, so I went up to St Margaret's Kirk, which was colder inside than it was it was actually quite mild today, so I was up there, so I come back. I've been kilted up since 2 o'clock today. So
and my mum and dad came over from Huntly to do a socially distant present swap.
So they dropped stuff off.
We got rid of some presents under the tree, and then we got just as many back.
Probably double what there was.
So
but that's a lot of stuff for aunties and uncles for boys predominantly.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
anyway, so the beer was sitting waiting for a come back, which was nice.
Yeah.
Because it was very nearly.
That's how you're getting for Christmas.
That's alright, it's fine, I'll like that. But I'd kind of forgotten about it, and it was very nearly getting to be a Loch Lomond beer again, but I thought that's maybe a bit obvious, but maybe you might not guess that. But anyway, this is something different.
Who knows?
So a Scottish ale, we'll reveal all later. So
right,
anyway,
I'll go and do my hellos and...
What bit of taste?
Am I getting a taste of it, or am I...
Well, you're probably you're a better gauge, because I
you drank
like more. So, so what do you think of that?
Oh, that's quite nice. I like the smell of it. I could quite happily drink that. It's better than Aldjock's drawers that you had a few weeks ago. That was minging.
Just Aldjock.
It tasted like drawers.
Kind of test there. It was. It just reminds me of it. It's got nothing to do with Muckleonan really, but I mind being at the Lorient Inter-Celtic Festival when I was 12, and they had this massive marquee tent that the Bankery Suspension Reel were playing in. It was absolutely sweltering, and but we all made a dive for the bar after. I mean, I was 12, so I was drinking soft drinks. Orangina, that's when I first tried that. And we're sitting at these long bench tables, and there was my dad and myself, And there was an all Orcadian lad that bid up at Bankery Devenick called Jimmy Rendell, and Jimmy was real droll. He was a character and a half, and I reckon if he'd had Ormuckle to drink or fit. But there was these flowers on the tables at regular intervals, and Dad was saying, "I smell of this," and he's, "That's a right fine smell, that, Jim. What do you think that is? What do you think?" "Aye, that's fine. It smells like horse's piss."
Oh.
And that has never left me since the age of 12. It wasn't what my dad was expecting for a response. Anyway, a yellow flower for Brittany. Smells fragrant. Anyway, it's getting too hot with that. Let's play some tunes. Start with a jig called New Claret, then Crossing the Alps, then we're going to Belladrum House, and then the Highlandman Kissed His Mother. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm coming in.
Oh, coming back, there's Harry's notifications.
You can hear me coming. I've got a few hellos. It's quite warm, is it?
I had to cast
Whew.
cast that
You
cloak.
kind of see the gonk in a bit. I'll show them in a minute. So, hellos. We've got Doreen Wood. I'm presuming that Melvin and Callum are there as well. Hello to all. Shane McLeod. Uncle Tommy says Friday, holidays at last. Of course, it's Feel Friday.
Except you're not going to the pub.
Except when they go to the pub.
Traditionally, Feel Friday, last Friday before Christmas, a lot of folk are off work, and of course the nearest watering hole in the village would be a good rendezvous, and that's normally where we would go, but we're having a rendezvous here instead.
We're here, well, Feel Friday at home.
With us.
Lorelei Bach is watching. She said that they've got 6 to 8 inches over with her.
Ooh,
Inches of snow, yeah.
Ooh,
So they're going to have a
Charlie.
white Christmas.
Go out and hear snub a fight once you've finished the show.
Alexander Thompson's watching. Daria and Gordon Muir. Leah Rosfall says Happy Christmas Elfies. Katinka Baxton's watching. Gordon Calder, one of our regulars. Karen Fraser is just in from her Christmas party. She moved from the kitchen to the living room.
She'll be full. She'll be roaring full. It's like we put their bed in with about 10 minutes.
Your mum and dad, Ian and Anne up the road are watching. Charlie and Rona in the village. John Fuchs is watching. I don't know if Charlie's there or not, but it's John. It's using the Facebook tonight.
Yeah.
And he said John Santa, because he does look like a bit like Santa John, doesn't he?
He's got a big beard. Big beard.
Ulla in Stockholm is watching. Frank and Lorraine Ribbons are putting up their Christmas tree while watching and listening live from the lounge, and he said they are a little bit late. They're the talk of the neighbourhood.
Come on, Frank, look at that. It's
We've
been
had
up
ours
for a
up for
week.
ages. We took a run past round where they are, and we with the boys in the car, and we were looking at all the Christmas lights and the trees in people's living rooms, and we did notice that you didn't have one up.
Yep.
No, we didn't. Grace and Matt, my mum and dad over in Huntly. Andreas is watching as well. Anne Wyatt and Paul Gray, they are watching. They've had a bit of a tough week this week. I think Anne's mum hasn't been very well, but she's on the mend. But they've made their sausage rolls. So all is well with the world.
Oh, that reminds me, I'm making sausage rolls for Christmas.
You are. Sandy Thompson in Dingwall is watching. Hello, Sandy. Sue Taylor is watching. Joe and Pat and Kerry Muir, and Tracy and Hugh Addlesey.
So, well, that's nearly
We've got
our usual group.
yeah, we've got a couple of box guesses for what's in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Katinka Baxton thinks Christmas chocolate, and my mother thinks fir cones.
Cones. Okay, well, nothing wrong with one of these guesses, it has to be said. Shona's off keen to let you see the gonk up there.
It's cute as
It's a
anything.
lot,
My mum got
unless you maybe come from Scotland, maybe folk that came for a gonk is. But you used to see them every show, there were things that your lads at the stands that were trying to fleece your money, like throwing darts or catching dukes with a hook, that kind of thing. Come on, roll up, 50p, get 3 goes. Usually your prize was considerably less, worth considerably less than what you paid in the first place. But anyway, if you win a prize, it was frequently a gonk. But Shona will show you the gonk. We haven't got an elf on a shelf, we've got the gonk on the sofa. Right, I'm going to play a slow air. I don't know why. Sometimes tunes just go into your head. And this came into my head, and I'm pretty sure I played it earlier in the year, because going through such a lot of material in 41 concerts, and a lot of stuff I've never played at concerts before, because it's good to keep it interesting. I mean, if we play the same set every Friday night for 41 weeks, well, you need to be pretty hardcore, pretty keen on us to want to listen to that every time. So we've changed that a lot. There's been a few tunes that have come around just because, but I'm going to play this. I haven't played it for a long time. So this is a tune called Aldrobin Gray, which is a beautiful slow air. It's a song actually, but I have to say the melody it's one of these tunes that's very beloved by Scottish fiddle players.
Granny loves it.
Shona's granny loves it. So when we dedicate this to Gladys Owen Huntley, I'm not going to go into what the song's about, but it's a really heartbreaking story. And Aldrobin Gray, who courts a young lass, he's a lovely guy. He's a lovely lad. And suffice to say, the lassie's torn between the love of her life and Aldrobin Gray, because he's really good to her. Well, she's married to him as well, of course. So there we go, Aldrobin Gray. beautiful tune.
Yeah, sorry, for some reason it looked a bit pixelated on my screen there, and normally I would run upstairs and make sure that the boys aren't on the Wi-Fi, but because I've got my elf slippers on, I didn't want to go in case I made a racket during that really
So
nice slow
say
air.
it's probably the distortion is coming off of your feet, actually, with that
Shushed!
bell.
If you haven't seen them. Yeah, so I'm really sorry if that was a bit pixelated for a while. I'll do my hellos and my guesses, and then I'll go up and make sure that the boys aren't on the Wi-Fi.
Has anybody mentioned that it's going funny like that?
Tracy and Hugh Adelstein mentioned that it was a wee bit jumpy, but that was earlier. But I saw it on mine, and it's not normally jumpy.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so hellos to Liz and Roger Court in Lincolnshire. Hello both. Angela Robson and Lawrence Kirk. Sandy White. Ali Napier is watching tonight.
Aye, but like, you know, looking at the moon or something through that big new telescope. Ali got a telescope, and it's quite a decent for a beginner telescope. I mean, it's a goodie, and he got some amazing footage in the moon, and I would imagine he'll be hoping for clear weather for the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter, which is on the 21st. I'm hoping it is as well, because it's once every 800 years that they're this close. It apparently happens every 20 years, but it's the closest they've been in conjunction in 800 years. They're kind of the Christmas star, but it'll probably be overcast and very dull, so they see bugger all.
Oh, he says it's piddling rain just now.
Yeah.
So, Ali Napier is watching. Vida Bafford is watching. Sue Prentice is having a pub crawl in her house. She's got different drinks and nibbles in every room.
She's moving the living room to the lavy just shortly.
Alan and Rona Taylor and Afford are watching. Alistair McDougall, Donald Gibson and Porthorwald is watching. Margaret Kerr in Australia, and Kate and Jim Taylor over in Garlogie.
It's our pals are here.
Yeah, our pals. Now, Liz and Roger Court think it might be a mince pie in the box.
Well, hold on.
And Katinka Baxton thinks it might be a Christmas ornament.
Okay, I'll give you a clue.
It's not a mince pie.
When I show this mince pies. I'm joking. Shona's up there. I retract that statement. Shona's mince pies and only bacon's brilliant.
Thank you very much.
It's nae hers. It was ill-advised, actually. I'm sorry.
Am I getting an extra Christmas present for that now?
I'll have to go and visit the jeweller shop. Anyway, no, but it was me. You wouldn't treat a mince pie like that, or it would be.
You love mince pies.
I love
I like mince pies.
I see. To me, they are kind of it's the taste of Christmas and the run up to Christmas, because when we used to work full time in the firm, which was a while ago for me, you come in for your fly at Granny and Grandad's, because their house, where we are just now, is right aside where the actual dairy is. And fly time at this time of year quite often had, in fact, it seemed to me like every fly time was mince pies. So I like a mince pie for my fly at this time of year, because it gives me part of the sense of Christmas.
You like a mince pie, I like a whole massive panettone to myself. I love them so much. So, I really could. I could just sit and eat.
You wouldn't eat a hailing at once.
I'd get a good go.
Panettone's fine, actually.
I love it. You stick to mince pies and I'll stick to panettone. There's only been one beer guess, ale guess. What's Paul drinking guess?
Okay, let's prompt some responses.
John thinks it's 6 degrees north.
Nae saying.
No saying anything. Only why.
Right.
Oh, my mum says, is that pixelated?
Pixelated. That's a good aim.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm going to do one more set just now. Just a couple of tunes, actually. The last few weeks I've been ploughing through William Marshall's repertoire, and that's me the day done 251. Although I hadn't posted the names that I've recorded the day, I'll do it after we're finished here, actually. Why 251 and not 250? I'm a bit strange about that, because there was one tune that there's usually 4 tunes on the 2 pages, and I get really irritated by leaving one tune out. Does that make sense? It's maybe a bit OCD, I don't know, again, but I just like to finish the page. So 251, which is getting there. We're nearly there. I think before Christmas I'll head a lot in, because I think there's 290 or so thereabouts. So by Christmas we should hit in the bag. So anyway, I'm going to play a couple of tunes that I just played in the last week, which I really quite liked. Come across a lot of tunes that I can, of course, but there's loads of tunes I've never even played, and it's probably like a lot of folk, you never really delve into the repertoire in its entirety, because it's a lot of music and a lot of playing. But this is a slow strathspey and a reel. The first thing's called Mrs. Taylor of the Manse of Betrifney. Now, Betrifney, I'm going to say, I think it's a beside key.
I think it is.
I think it is. I'm sure it's a Betrifney Kirk. But if I'm wrong, I apologise, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I'll get you Google it.
So, Mrs. Taylor of the Manse of Betrifney, and then James Bennett Esquire to finish. Right. What's that, Sean?
It's 5.5 miles southwest of Keith.
There you go. Close. I thought it was pretty close. Shona?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, are you ready, my dear?
Yeah, just give me a second.
I think it'd be a good time to bring on Roderick, since he's gone to a lot of bother and he's getting into the mood. Roddy, you want to come on and say hello?
Hi. A little happy elf. Yep. Finished
funny,
school today?
Funny moment in the way school earlier in the week. I think it was Wednesday, and for almost a week we'd had nothing but rain and overcast, dull days. But this particular morning there was a glimpse of blue sky. Blue sky. We were driving over. Now, currently I took Hector to Abine Academy and then took Roderick back to Tarlin. The reason being, it saves boys going in school buses, and in the circumstances thought it was probably for the best in the meantime, although it gives me a lot of running about. But we were driving out at Abine, and here for the back seat, hello blue sky, my old friend. A wee glimpse of blue, and it was The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. With new words, hello blue sky, my old friend. Shona.
Yeah. Okay, I've got Anne from Sweden is watching. Hello. And I've got a few more guesses for the box. Tracy Adelsey thinks in the box it might be an Egyptian artefact. Margot McCallan thinks a bell. Isabel Lane thinks something out of a cracker. And Paul Gray thinks a walnut. Sounds too big for a chestnut and a wee bit softer than a Brazil nut.
Speaking of crackers, I'm married to one. I pulled a cracker.
Bless you. You're just trying to make up for insulting my mince pies.
Yes,
and for the beer, Jamie Bowers thinks either Sky Gold or Aran Blonde. Right. Okay. So I am going to sing. Well, my first song actually is a special request. This is. Sorry, I'm sorting my seat out. This is a request that I got sent earlier, and it's a very special man's birthday today. Paul, do you want to come in and sing this?
I'm kind of writing.
Oh, he's writing. Okay. Roddy, would you like to come in and sing this?
Yeah.
So one of our regular watchers, George Mitchell, is 85 today. It's his birthday today. He's 85 today. And I did notice on Facebook that he's had half a fine feed the night. So I hope you enjoyed your birthday dinner, George. I hope you're getting spoilt. And I'm going to sing this next song for you, because I ken it's one of your favourite songs. But first of all, we're going to sing Happy Birthday to George. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear George. Happy birthday to you. That's so exciting, isn't it? Having your birthday close to Christmas. Do you think you would like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Extra presents.
Extra presents. Okay. Right, so, George, I ken this is one of your favourite songs, and it's a Robert Burns song called A Fond Kiss. And I have sung it before, but I thought, well, it's Neil Noir, I'll be sung twice because it's a good song. Paul, can you give me a C, please? A bottom C. Sorry. Seeing other scenes, if you'd have pitched it right, it could all go wrong. A fond kiss and then we sever. A farewell alas forever. Deep in heart wrung tears I'll pledge thee. War and sighs and groans I'll wage thee. Who shall say that fortune grieves him while the star of hope she leaves him? Me, nae cheerful twinkle lights me, dark despair around benights me. I'll ne'er blame my partial fancy, nothing could resist my Nancy, but to see her was to love her. Love but her and love forever. Had we never loved so kindly, had we never loved so blindly, never met nor never parted, we hae ne'er been broken hearted. Fare thee well, thou first and fairest, fare thee well, thou best and dearest. Thine be ilka joy and treasure, peace, enjoyment, love, and pleasure. A fond kiss and then we sever. A farewell alas forever. Deep in the heart wrung tears I'll pledge thee. War and sighs and groans I'll wage thee. A fond kiss, especially for you, George.
A lot of folk liking that.
Oh, that's nice.
Loads of folk.
It was quite low, actually. I didn't realise how low that was.
Alexander Thompson said, sung as Burns would have liked. Happy birthday, George.
Happy birthday.
There's been a few folks saying happy birthday to George.
Yeah.
Catherine Sky McLean says she won a slow air competition playing that.
It's a bonny tune.
It's a
It is
beautiful
a
melody.
beautiful tune.
There's a few guesses here. Jamie Bowers,
Oh, hello, Jamie.
regular guesser.
Yes.
He thinks it's is it stones or pebbles. Daria Muir, Easter egg. John Fuchs thinks it's a Jew's harp. Katinka Buxton, a pencil sharpener. Sandy White thinks the beer is Bellhaven Twisted Thistle. And a few folks saying hello. Fiona Gardner, hello from her and David.
Hello, both.
And Kieran Bingham is listening from County Down with family. And Bruno for Dijon. Is it Dijon?
Yep, Bruno's in Dijon.
Aye, so there you go.
Hello.
So, yeah, there we go. I think that's what.
Cool, okay. Are you managing there? Are you mucking up my...
No, well, it's, your system's name, my system works for me.
I know, okay. Okay, right, my mum's going to hate me, but my brain's been a bit fried this week with everything that's going on, Christmas and wrapping presents and getting nothing on the why. So I thought for my second song I would just do something really, really easy that I didn't hate to think an awful lot about. And my mum doesn't like a song because she's heard me singing it heaps and heaps of times. I think that's why. But it's a good old birthday ballad for Huntley. Well, not for Huntley, but it mentions Huntley. And it's called The Roving Ploughboy. So I hope yous all join in with the chorus. It's really easy. I think I have sung this before. I'm pretty sure I would have sung it before. So anyway, it's The Roving Ploughboy. Come settle to me, my old grey mare. Come settle to me, my pony, oh. But I'm on the road and I'm going far away. Oh, with my roving ploughboy, oh. Ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh. I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. Last night I slept in a fine feather bed, sheets and blankets a cosy, oh. The night I'm in lie on a cold barren fleer, round the near arms o' my ploughboy, oh. Ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh. I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. What care I for the old laird himsel, and what care I for the cellar, oh, for I'm on the road and I'm going far away, oh, I'll be my roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. Champion ploughboy, my Geordie lad, cups and medals and prizes, oh, and bonny Devon inside, there's none can compare with my jolly roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. So fare ye well to old Huntley town, and fare ye well Drumdelgie, oh, for I'm on the road and I'm going far away, oh, with my roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. Nice wee cameo from Roddy. You better come in and get your congratulations, a little bow. Good stuff, Roddy. Well done. Your Granny Donaldson was saying, sing up, Roddy, sing up, Roddy. We've got any more announcements?
Yep, Margaret Stewart is singing along in Lewis.
Yeah.
Lionel Lewis. And just, there was a few folks said happy birthday to George. Just in a message saying he was so delighted with the song that there was tears of joy running down his face. Oh,
and now I've just noticed Gillian Needham is watching. She was over in Huntley today. Fine town. It is a very fine town indeed. And it was Gillian's birthday yesterday. So let's all sing happy birthday to Gillian. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gillian. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Right, are you coming back in, Bob?
I can't be bothered.
You can't be bothered.
Yes,
right,
I am.
I'll shift it to the road and I'll let you back in.
Do you want to look for the background today? For the children? Yes. Right. Here we go. Back in.
Yes, sir.
A wee look at the hairy spur in there. It's always a highlight you can. So I'm going to play something a wee bit different now. And it was a bit of a last minute. Well, I say last minute. I'd kind of thought about this morning, and it's been a busy day. And then, of course, I've arrived here and we're playing, and I forgot to find out the proper story. But I'm going to play a couple of pipe tunes. Let me just tune up. So I'm going to play The Ground to a Pibroch, and this is a tune called The Lament for the Children by Patrick Moore McCrimmon. Shona, what was you going to say?
Yeah, so you were asking me to find out a bit about it.
Yeah, so she's passing me the information. I can't remember the exact details. Shona's going to give me them, but basically the father had all his kids.
No.
7
of the 8 sons.
7 of the 8 sons killed with...
He lost 7 of his 8 sons within a year due to smallpox brought to Skye by a visiting ship.
There you go. If you didn't hear that, pretty doer sort of stuff. He lost 7 of his 8 sons to smallpox, which was brought to the island of Skye by a visiting ship. The McCrimmons were the hereditary pipers. The MacLeods of MacLeod had done vegan on Skye. And they had a piping school up at Borrereg, and there was a legend with Donaldson, MacArthur's as their hereditary pipers, but MacLeod's pipers and McCrimmon seem to have had the greatest fame, and it's supposed to have been that they brought the art of piping to its highest art form. And the pibroch is considered to be the classical music of the Highland bagpipes. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm just going to play The Ground, and I hope I do it justice. I mean, it's a beautiful tune, but I might not play it quite as the pipers play it, which is I'm a worry. But I think it's well worth playing some of these stuff. So I just got the book out, the Kilberry Pibroch book, and let's see if I can get a half decent interpretation. the Pibroch of Donald do to finish. The original tune, that's kind of up tempo, was a 6/8 pipe march, but the original tune was a Pibroch of very great vintage, and it's a beautiful tune as a Pibroch, and that's just Black Donald's Pibroch, Black Donald or Black Donald's March, Shona.
Margaret Stewart is saying there's a lovely Gaelic song connected with that Pibroch, and also of course with the Pibroch of Donald Duke as well. And Jack Taylor says, lovely rendition of Lament for the Children, Paul, one of the finest melodies there is. And actually, can I come in and very quickly
Of course you can.
just say something? Margaret Stewart, I don't know if you were watching the trads last week. Margaret was inducted into the Hall of Fame. So we are so chuffed for you, Margaret. Genuinely, like, really, really well deserved. Can't think of anybody else. And,
Want me to write a jingle for you?
A jingle?
Yeah. Margaret Stewart, Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh, you could precede you
What's in
anywhere
the
you
box?
go.
What's in the box? That's the best jingle you know.
Margaret Stewart, Margaret Stewart, Margaret Stewart, Margaret Stewart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Anyway, I just wanted to say congratulations, Margaret, because it was really brilliant. And also inducted, amongst others, was Jim Reid as well. Fantastic man, Jim Reid.
Yep.
Much missed.
Just
an all-round good guy.
Jim played in a couple of my albums, and I did a tour of County Cork with Jim, and I got on fine with Jim, but I saw a different side to him. And I didn't mean he was a party animal, he kind of was in a quiet way, but tell you something, what a laugh he was, because he could. I thought I kent him. I thought he's a quiet guy, difficult to get to ken. Oh man, what a absolute topper of a bloke. I mean, I've just nothing but happy memories of time spent with Jim, and his voice was like liquid gold.
Oh
just
my
beautiful.
gosh, Jim's voice.
Expressive, rich. It was some folk that would. Hot chocolate would be another description.
But not only could he sing, he wrote amazing melodies and words as well.
He did.
It was just, amazing. And also Norman Kennedy was inducted as well.
He was, for Aberdeen, Norman.
Well, wasn't he in Aberdeen?
No, he's in Vermont, but Norman, well kent for his Gaelic singing. He's Scots. A weaver and Scots singing as well, so he's a rare thing as Norman, and a bit of a national treasure.
Yeah.
So there you go.
A couple of hellos, sorry, I'm just taking over here. Bonnie in Milwaukee, Wisconsin is watching, and Geraldine McEwen is watching. She said she gave one of your CDs to her boss.
Did she like it?
She's a Scottish lass, she said.
I ken Geraldine, because she did that, was it the East Wind project up in Shetland in London. She was one of the tutors.
Yeah.
So I ken Geraldine.
A couple of guesses for the box. Sandy Thompson thinks it's a wishbone for last year's turkey. It'd be a hell of a size of a turkey.
It was a great big turkey last year. I think it was an ostrich. We cooked it in the garden.
And Jamie Bowers thinks glass or crystal balls. And for the beer, Sandy Thompson thinks Sunshine and Keith, and Jamie thinks Isle of Egg. So if you've got any more guesses for what's in the box or the beer, get them in quick.
There you go. So, then I usually do this sort of thing because it's Christmas, but you can play Christmas carols. I usually do them at Kirk on a Christmas Eve night, the night before Christmas. We usually have a whole heap of the local musicians for actually a lot of my family.
I'm told to fix your collar.
What says that? Is that my mother?
No, your mother-in-law. And Catherine McLaughlin as well.
There's no escape. These wifeys looking after my...
You're just looking after you.
My sartorial elegance was coming under the microscope. Anyway, there you go. Sorry.
It's okay.
Right. I put my stotter.
Sorry.
Christmas carols. We usually play them in the Kirk, and quite a lot of family often playing there that night. I mean, there could be Shona, myself for a start, but then my brother David and his daughter Katie have been there. My sister Heather and her two daughters Rhiannon and Ailey. There's Annabelle Stewart across the burn. She teaches down in England, but she's across the how there. Less than a mile from far was sit, and her mum and dad are often listening. And then various other folk files. Linda Cunningham would be another in on the cello. So we've got a really good little wee orchestra for a Kirk on a Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So that would be pretty much that I would do in a Christmas fashion, pretty much. But I thought, as it's our Christmas show, you've seen my bonnet.
You better just put it back
I'll
on, Paul.
put my bonnet back on. There we go. Abdi feels much Christmassier now. So I'll sweat from my art. So I'm going to play a couple tunes, and of course I didn't bring through my list. But
do you want me to go and get it?
no, it's all right. We'll do it off the top of my head. In fact, I'm just going to start, and let's see if it happens. If you recognise any of these Christmas hits, but I'm not playing Slade. So,
It's Christmas! mind if it was a hen or a cock-a-doodle-doo.
I tell you, Sunday comes for Aberdeenshire, so it's going to have a bit of a bothy ballad in
was
it.
brilliant.
I'll be cast out to the cap for getting that staple of Christmas wrong. So anyway, it's really hit under the heart here.
Everybody's loving your melody of Christmas songs, Paul.
So anyway, Merry Christmas, ho ho ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Right, Shona, do you want to do
yes,
your
I'm coming back in.
final melody?
I've got a couple of songs to do.
Right, let's sit over here. We flash of the hairy spot in there.
Yeah, so I've got a couple of hellos. Have I? Yeah, Annie Reid for Stonehaven is watching, and Shona Robertson and all the clan down in Tarland are watching. I don't think I've got... Oh, I do. Liz Court thinks maybe a chocolate Christmas decoration in the box. Paul Gray thinks maybe since it's near a nut, an M20 nut in stainless wrapped in a rubber band. Jamie Bowers thinks a heavy metal of some sort. And Sandy Thompson thinks a Monopoly piece, maybe a top hat or a dog. So there you go. So yeah, I'm going to finish up with a couple of Christmas songs. This first one, I'm going to dedicate to all my friends that are in Norfolk in Virginia. I would normally be singing this with them, or I would have sung it maybe last week with their Christmas shows. And it's a song that we did with the orchestra and the choir over there, and we did like a bluegrass version of this, but I'm obviously not going to do that tonight. It's just me singing it by myself. But the reason that I'm singing this, obviously it's Christmas, but there's another reason, because the man that wrote the original hymn text for this, he was born on this day in 1707. A man called Charles Wesley. So he was born on the 18th of December 1707, and he died on the 29th of March 1788. And he apparently wrote over 6,500 hymns, according to Wikipedia, which obviously we know is always right. So he wrote this original hymn. It was called For Christmas Day by Charles Wesley. And the words were slightly amended later on by a guy called George Whitefield into roughly what we sing today. And it is that well-known Christmas carol, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Can you give me a G, please? Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord. Late in time behold him come, offspring of a virgin's womb. Veiled in flesh the Godhead see, hail the incarnate deity. More pleased as man with man to dwell, Jesus our Emmanuel. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. Mild he lays his glory by, born that man no more may die. Born to raise the sons of earth, born to give them second birth. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. There you go. Hark the herald angels sing. And I am going to whoosh over to the over at the piano. Are you going to wheek me around?
Yep.
Or do you want me to wheek it round?
No, you're alright. I'll try to trap out it.
I
Hello.
watched it, I pull a hair thing out like
I had
the
a
last
technical disaster a few weeks ago. How's that? Right, Shona. How's that?
There we go.
Can you see yourself?
Oh, that's fine. It's a slightly skew with, but it's okay.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
Well, you're
No,
getting-
just leave it. Just leave it. Dinna touch it.
it's not there. No, it's
fine.
alright. I just didn't see the cable.
It's fine. Oh, Roddy's been fickering about with this piano. Okay, so I'm going to sing a song which you'll all know, and I want you to all join in at home. And actually, when I was practicing this afternoon, the last verse of this got me. I was a wee bit teary actually because it's kind of quite relevant to everything that we're going through just now. So yeah, you'll know it. I'm not even going to introduce it. I'm going to attempt to play this and have a wee sing song. So join in. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. And have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. And have yourself a merry little Christmas Right, I'll
Lovely.
wheek is all back round. See, all you need to do is that, Paul. You don't actually need to lift the thing up. It's taking you how long to figure that out?
Yeah, it comes through. No.
Will I go and get the boys?
You can go and see, and I'll introduce him to the gonk.
Did you not do that earlier?
No, I spoke about it without actually letting you see the gonk.
Come on down.
If you didn't ken, this is a gonk which was a great feature of shows, fairs, shows as in like the Highland Show or Darling Show, like agricultural shows, Highland Games, fairs. These are the things that the amusements that you could win. Something like this is a Christmas gonk, and they're basically like little trolls things, I suppose. But anyway, that's a gonk, which translates as, now is it a drunken foolish fellow?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of, yeah.
Aye, but yeah, so I thought we'd come Boris. So do near Boris and behave.
Hang on, we're slightly out here.
What Brussels and sort of deal out. So anyway, it's been great to hear you here, folks. We've got a couple of items of business to conclude
we
the
do,
show.
yeah.
But kind of it goes.
What's in the box? 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 What is the box?
Fits in the box. Now, Roderick, would you like to
Reveal.
introduce
Reveal.
him to Fits in the
Come
Box?
and sit behind me here. Right, there you go. Right. I'll open it. You don't need to shake it.
Well, I think it's
Okay.
it's good to tantalise them.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Santi.
It's a little Christmas ornament. And only one person got it right, Katinka Baxton, although somebody else did say a chocolate ornament, but he's not chocolate, he's just a Christmas ornament. He'll be going back on the tree, won't he? Yep. So well done, Katinka Baxton.
Tell you, Santi was Aberdeen. So there's that, and then
we've got the beer.
Somebody did get this right.
No.
I think it was Jamie
I think
Bowers.
it was Jamie Bowers got it right, aye.
That, say, I wouldn't up the meat that was only left by the end of an hour and a quarter or something, but
Big paste on yours, huh?
Sky Gold. Obviously
I
it's
would
back
drink
front, but it's really nice.
Yeah, I would drink
It's like on any of these breweries. They produce really nice beer. You can, again, I would urge you to support your local businesses, whether it be your shops or your local brewers or distilleries, but kind of local farmers. Are these folk that it's easy to overlook them and go to Tesco or Asda, which are fine, of course they are, but you can. It's usually at the detriment. What am I in a rant?
No, Anne Wyatt, known from now on as Paul the Gonk Gray.
Yeah. He was known as the Gonk.
It's not.
No, that's a rumour that I just invented right there. But anyway, I've got to hate to
I was going to say it's Sky Gold, made from fine porridge oats.
Well, that's fine. I have my porridge, you know.
It's another way to get your porridge then. So
I've
well done.
had my breakfast twice a day there. So anyway, thanks very much, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. As usual, I've really enjoyed my Friday night, and I
Christmas
appreciate you
extravaganza.
all looking in by it. Roderick, well done.
Yes, well done for your singing, Ruddy. And what was I going to say? Oh, just a quick PayPal if you want to. www.paypal.me/Paul Anderson Shona Dawn if you fancy chucking something in. But also, we really wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, peaceful time, a happy time, and we will hopefully see you in person next year.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Well, we're going to keep doing this for as long as is needed. We'll still be here on a Friday night. But
we'll see you next Christmas.
We sincerely do wish you a really happy Christmas. And
we might. Depends if it's been a long week. We might just appear next Friday, which is Christmas night.
Christmas night, yeah.
We'll see.
Usual
I'm not promising, but we'll flag it up on Facebook.
Yeah,
so
we'll
if you keep an eye on that, we may be here today a little bit, which obviously could turn into as long as we feel like. It might be 5 minutes. It'll
really depend how my Christmas dinner cooking has gone and how much prosecco I've drunk. Basically, for me, you might just do it anyway, but
it'll be all right.
Depends how merry I am. But,
so anyway, thanks very much, folks, and we do again.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. Are you singing it or are you playing it?
I'll sing the chorus.
You coming in, Roddy?
Yes.
Okay. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We all want some Buffy ballads, we all want some Buffy ballads, we all want some Buffy ballads, so sing some right now. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We all want some Skinner marches. We all want some Skinner marches. We all want some Skinner marches. So play some right now. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And Hector's going to make an appearance. Is he?
The teenager has landed.
Appeared. Say Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
We will see you maybe next week.
Right, see you folks. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.